Hello gorgeous, I'm the Fairy Voice Mother and today I'm going to be reacting to Gabriel Henrique singing I Have Nothing. Thank you so much to everyone that responded to the poll that I made last night. This was one of two options and this one won. You might have noticed I've also changed angles in here.
I have a spinny chair.
That's the end of that update. Anyway, I don't know why, but there seems to be this kind of untold pressure upon thee who should dare attempt a Whitney Houston song. Thou shalt not cover a Whitney Houston song unless you intend to do it significant justice. It's almost as if Whitney Houston has all of these song babies, and then should you deem you are worthy of holding one of those babies for 3.5 minutes, then you must prove yourself. You must not drop that baby. You must be the most gallant of warriors to be able to hold that baby and lift it out of harm's way. This is not how you hold a baby. Shall we get on with it? That's the original key, my friends. Wow, wow, wow. The original, unadulterated baby. This is not how you hold a baby either.
Share my life, take me for all I am, 'cause I never taste all my colors for you.
One word to sum up this section would be deliberate. Notice how clean and precise the transition was out of the falsetto intro into the true voice. Share my life, take me for what I am. That's not an accident, that was very well rehearsed and planned. So you actually end up doing 2 different vocal registers on the same note. Life, take
my love, I never ask for too much, just all that you are with everything that you do.
Nice.
I don't really need to look.
The way that he's pronouncing these lyrics is like the cutest thing ever. It's a little different to the original, but he's absolutely just killing it and it sounds so good. He's so cute.
Very much farther, I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I don't want to back again. That's better inside. Can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hold. We don't make me close for mother. I don't wanna hold anymore. Stay my arms if you there. I must stay there. Seen you there. Don't walk away from me.
Oh!
I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you.
Oh.
You.
His posture is textbook perfection. Oh my gosh, he could not have any more support if he tried. So he's standing up very straight and tall, which is great because that means his weight is evenly distributed between the heel of his foot and the ball of his foot. So his arms are able to pivot, kind of like that how he's doing, but he's not losing this integrity in his back. His shoulder blades are staying together. A strong body really is the only way to ensure that you have a strong voice. He isn't shying away from that vocal intensity, from keeping his chords thick, whatever. He's leaning into it. He isn't struggling. No, he's not. Another thing I noticed him do constantly in that chorus is switch larynx placements.
I don't wanna hold anymore.
Lifted in a lovely stable back shiny bright belt position, and then he transitions his larynx position forward and cries onto that note. So when I say cried onto it, that's actually a name used for a kind of forward tilty larynx position. I don't wanna hurt anymore. So when you listen for it, you can really kind of hear that go from back to front. Oh, I forgot to mention, another good really indicator of this is his jaw. His jaw is actually moving to encourage the larynx to go into certain positions as well. When he did I, the jaw was held back, and when he did her, the jaw was down and forward. A lot of teachers will advise against manipulating your jaw to put your larynx in a certain position. I mean, great if you're like a larynx Jedi and it just moves by itself and you don't need any help. But I think as long as your jaw feels nice and loose in these movements and it isn't infringing upon what you're trying to produce vocally, like if it's too tight and holding something in, then I think you should use your jaw as and when you see fit. It's your jaw, it's your choice.
Have you?
Very breathy, classic kind of falsetto sound. And then he did a partial little chord closure there, just a little bit. Obviously there's still some breath through that sound, but that little bit of closure and that drop in the larynx, you. This is very impressive, especially in a male singer. We usually only get that kind of buzzy, ringy sound quality in the female head voice or thin fold, whatever you want to call it.
You see it through, right to the heart of me. You break to my arms with the strength of your love.
I don't know how to feel about that phrase. I mean, technically it was beautiful, very open and back, right to the heart of, and like all that stuff, whatever. We know that he can do that. But the phrasing was really rushed, in my opinion. I felt like he was trying to get somewhere. Where are we going?
Where are we going, Gabriel?
The strength of your love. No, I never knew love like tonight with lose. Your memory survive.
That was incredible. He used his tongue as a springboard to get up to that note. And then to come out of that phrase with that beautiful little falsetto break over and descending run down. The reason that this little tongue springboard works is when we put pressure on the front of the tongue to produce na, it kind of lifts the back of the tongue up. Now the back of the tongue is obviously right on top of the larynx, so when we build up pressure at the front, na, it can kind of like catapult the back of the larynx up a little bit, and up is obviously where we want the larynx to be for this quite high belty onset.
Your memory survive. All I can hold on to. I don't really need to look very much farther. I do what I have to go where you don't follow. I hold back again this passion inside. Getting wrong from myself. There's nowhere to hold.
He's not stretching his vocal cords quite as thin as he was before. He's keeping them a little bit thicker. So when we go to sing a higher pitch, our vocal cords actually stretch, right? So you can choose how thin or thick you want your vocal cords in the stretched position, and that will give you either more vocal volume or less. So in this chorus, when he's stretched to hit those notes, he's stretched slightly thicker vocal cords, which is why you're hearing things like distortion and breaking. And that is just because the vocal cords are obviously quite thick and there's a lot of power required to hold him in that position. The larynx is held, the vocal cords are stretched, but with their thickness in a certain position. So then when that was allowed to drop and the larynx was allowed to drop and the vocal cords were allowed to slacken a little bit, it was kind of a relief, and that's what you're hearing, is that relief of pressure all of a sudden coming down. Quick little game to help you find a couple of different vocal cord thicknesses. So we're going to pick a note, F, and we're going to sing the word why, like a question at first, and this is going to encourage everything to stay a little bit thinner. So, why, we're going to sing the exact same note, but a little bit more aggressive. Like, why would you do that? Why? Why? So you can play around with those two vocal cord positions and take them as high or as low as you feel comfortable doing.
Don't walk away from me, no. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close from my door. I wanna hold anymore. Stay for you there. I must stay.
Well, well, well. Could this in fact be the angel Gabriel? I don't know. He has now demonstrated the quadrilogy of anatomical vocal registers. So these are fry register, which is below what your actual true voice can achieve, like oh. And then you've got modal, which is the voice I'm using to speak to you now, and whoa, like anything with your true actual voice. And then falsetto register, which obviously he's demonstrated very beautifully. And now the cherry on the cake, whistle register. So singing in whistle register is one thing, but then adding to that he's a male, which means that all of his tissues and everything is generally much bigger and thicker than when a female tries to do it. And then to put that in between two thick belts. This is what I think is so amazing about this guy, is that he has mastered these 4 registers so proficiently that he can just switch them. He has well and truly lifted this baby. Little disclaimer, I'm about to discuss quite a sensitive topic when it comes to singers. It's something that carries a lot of stigma and judgment, and it is a little plugin named Autotune. Now, I am 100% confident that this performance had Autotune in. He was singing with Autotune on his mic while he was performing. And I am here to tell you, beloved friends, that that is okay. Autotune, in my opinion, is magnificent. I think it is one of the most fabulous inventions for singers. Autotune just has so many amazing uses. Like, you can totally slam it like Cher and like Jason Derulo. And it's obviously very prevalent in hip-hop as well. Like, that nice shimmery Autotune voice just sits really well sonically above like heavy 808s and
just bassy fatness.
And what this has done for him is given him an extra layer of confidence. When you know that you've got a little bit of auto-tune on your mic, you just are more encouraged to go for things because you think there's something there that's got your back. And if all it took was just a little bit of auto-tune running through his mic to encourage him to go for whistle register, for different shades of falsetto, for incredible thick true belts, then so bloody be it. You guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If there are any singers you would like to see me react to, please do let me know in the comments. It would be my pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you very much, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!